And we're live. But everything's recorded. All right, episode 2 of the E Square podcast. My boy Abu is in the motherfucking building. What's up, dog?
What's up, man? Sun God, Sunny Money.
Yeah, where you been, man? What you been doing? What's up?
Man, this pandemic stuff been going on. I've really just been taking personal time to get my finances right.
Yeah.
To just, take notes, read and write.
It's tough for everybody, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, but it's a blessing at the same time, like in disguise, you know what I mean?
I'm not in no rush to go back to work, bro.
Man, right.
You know what I mean?
I know my job hit me up the other day, bro. I'm just,
oh, really? Yeah, people starting to get ready to open back up.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go back.
Really?
I haven't been collecting unemployment or nothing like that. I just been grinding.
Been chilling, yeah.
So I'm kind of used to this grind mode, you know what I mean? I done kind of converted almost over to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that job, man. I'm appreciative of it, but
right.
I don't know.
Fuck that job. We're all trying to get out of the fucking, whatever the fucking 9-to-5 bullshit we're doing, man.
I know.
Especially motherfuckers like us.
I know.
We got shit we got to accomplish, man. I can't see myself in 10 years
doing
bartending.
the same shit, right?
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just like, come on, man. I feel like I'm underachieving.
Yeah,
but you know what?
At the same time, as long as you stay busy, bro. I know you stay busy.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with the job. It's just the fact that it is great being on your own time.
It is.
Chilling.
That time is priceless, bro.
For sure. I can step back and smoke
even you're making 6 figures, like, man, still.
Exactly.
If I gotta go to work at 8 hours a day, I'm still confined to that schedule. It's like, but that's motivation. I use it as motivation, especially now. I'm creeping up to 30, man.
I know. We all are, man.
Nah, what are you, 24?
Yeah, man.
I'll be 29 next month, bro. June 28th, I'll be 29, bro.
Yesterday you was 24, though.
Yeah, that's what's scary.
You know what I mean?
That's what's scary is because I don't want to wake up and be 34 and be like, damn, I didn't do nothing these last however many years. I mean, I don't feel like that now because I've been working and I've been doing my thing and, but I haven't fucked off my whole 20s, but I did fuck off a lot of my 20s.
Yeah. I mean, most people have, but people say it starts in your 30s.
Yeah.
Everything they say
I'm looking forward to being 30.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But
my brother just turned 30, man, and it's like, there's a whole kind of refresh for him. He has like, his foundation is right, so he gets to live a little more. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the main thing. It's really I'm just trying to stack my money and stay out of the way. But I also need to stay active, because I don't want to just
doing this.
Well, yeah, this is a big thing. This is a big step for me because ever since the whole Get Busy thing, we stopped doing that, and then stopped managing artists. I was just like, man, I'm going back. I gotta get back to work, because you don't get paid. Like when you're in the beginning, you don't. You are you're spending money. You're going broke and doing it. So if you don't really love what you're doing, you're gonna find yourself in a fucked up situation.
Facts. Yeah. No, that's why I had to. I just hit J Word today.
Okay.
And I had to let him know, like, man.
J Word's the artist you're managing?
Yeah. But I just let him know, man, I've been taking off some personal time just to get myself situated. I feel like you can't manage or do all that if you gotta manage yourself first.
Right. I feel you. So, especially right now, it's just a weird time.
It is.
You know what I mean? You can't really do much.
Yeah, for sure.
So what did you? Is that your first artist you managed?
Actually, no, man. One of my homies, Ronnie Mac, I used to manage him.
Ronnie Mac?
Yeah.
I know who that is. He in Reno?
Reno. Okay. I think he's out in the Bay now, but yeah, he's just doing
Was he from here originally?
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, he's originally from out there.
Oh.
Grew up here.
Okay.
And then now he's back out there. Okay. He graduated college and stuff. So when he was in Reno, it was really just one of my close homies. So I wouldn't even put the manager thing on it. He used to tell people that kind of just to plug me in, let people know I'm out here. Like, Boo managed me.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
yeah, he was I remember he was making some noise out there in Reno.
Yeah.
Reno's I feel like it's a great market to hit. If you're from Vegas,
that guy out there, bro.
Yeah, if you're from Vegas, you should definitely do shows out there because it's a college town.
No,
it's not, and their college town is different than
big college town
than UNLV. UNLV,
oh man,
it's totally different. And because I went to college out in Ohio, so I grew up, or I didn't grow up, but I had that experience of like a bunch of, like, there's a college like every 5 miles out there.
Yeah.
So it's just a whole bunch of young adults, first time out of their parents' house, going crazy, and they're doing rap shows and and these kids don't have nothing else to do.
Yeah, no,
you know?
facts.
So
no,
that's
Reno,
how it is in Reno.
Man, every show they have is going to be a crowd there because it's like it's nothing else
Yeah,
to
what
do.
was it? What's the venue called? Jub Jubs?
Jub Jubs,
Yeah,
nigga. Nah, I did an event up there before. I did.
See, we need a venue like that out here.
Man, that would be awesome, man.
Do we have a venue like that out here?
No, we don't, man. We don't, cause Jub Jubs. I booked Jub Jubs before, bro. The place holds like 500 people or something.
Yeah, that's all you need.
And I booked it for $600, man. I put a deposit down for $300, and they let me make the money at the door before paying them the rest.
So you put a deposit down, and then you took the door.
Yeah. I took the door.
But you just owed them that $600.
I owed them $300 more or whatever. But
so yeah, see, maybe we could have. Maybe there is a venue out here that exists, but the management is just not open to working with young people.
That, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. They do that for like the bigger, promoters or whatever. But definitely not for somebody that they just see. Oh, I had at that point I did a show with Ronnie Mac, so it was just like somebody that had juice in the city, and just went out there.
How did you promote those shows?
Ronnie was kind of that guy out there, man. But
it wasn't much of like people were gonna come. If he since he was there, he just had to like post it or anything.
Pretty much, yeah. I actually did a little like which is another cool thing. They got the UNR radio.
Okay.
And I went out there and did that. I was with my homie Mikey, and I think I was with Kiari.
Kiari Stone?
Yeah, and Trey. And I might have got that wrong, but because I'm always, those are some of the local guys I support or whatever.
Yeah, you smoke a lot of weed. So
I smoke a lot of weed, man. God damn it.
Yeah, I got you. So you were pounding the pavement out there?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I just went out there. I think we went out there for a weekend. I crashed the rental. That pretty much.
Oh, nice.
That ruined the trip.
Good job.
But
Good job, Abu.
last time in Reno.
That was your first and last time in Reno?
Yep, still on my credit.
I was still on your credit?
Hey,
dude. Hey, that credit will fuck you up, man.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn. How old were you at that time?
I was 20. I was 20, bro.
Damn.
I wasn't even allowed at the bar. You know what I mean? But
you booked it, but you weren't allowed to go to the bar.
I wasn't allowed to go to the bar.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So then, so you came, so you were moving around out here. I mean, you've been around doing your thing for a while, and then you got involved with the institution. Yep. Was that like your next step, or did you have, or were you, what else have you done?
I think so. Like I think, So I think I tried to do this Lil Uzi Vert show that didn't pan out right.
Was that when the whole Migos thing?
That was that thing.
Okay.
So yeah. So shit.
So what happened with that?
All right, man. Damn, this is like forever ago. But so with the Lil Uzi Vert thing, man, pretty much the venue didn't have the licensing, and the other promoter that did Migos that night, he knew that. On the same night, he knew that, and I was like doing great numbers. It was a lot of hype in the city. So when he kind of found that out, he called Metro.
Sabotaged you.
He sabotaged it pretty much, and that was just another learning curve. You know what I mean? And I got that call right when I checked Lil Uzi Vert in the hotel. Like right when I checked into the hotel, got that call, and then after that. Yeah, I think that's when I busted out to Reno and did that one. Did like little house mansion parties and stuff.
So what happened with Uzi? You just sent him home, or did you guys go to the Migos show?
Oh no. That night, what happened, man? I mean, they were cool enough to not. Uzi's manager at that time.
Cause he wasn't popping yet.
Yeah. He just dropped Money Longer.
Okay.
So this is like, you know what I mean? And
he was on the brink. He was
on the brink, and we booked him for $5,500, man. It was still.
Damn.
It was gonna go crazy, bro. And so his manager Leighton at the time, he was an OG. He was older, and he came out here and he seen that I was like younger and doing it all by myself. So he didn't even trip. Like the second half of the deposit, he was like, "Man, it's all good, bro. Just get us home." Yeah. And I tried to actually get another venue, didn't fall through. So then
that's what we're missing out here is like it's a venue, man, like a good venue with a good management that'll let people kind of do their thing,
Yep.
Especially like up and coming people do their thing, but it's hard. It's always harder with hip hop out here.
Yeah.
It's always harder.
Oh yeah, come on, man.
They don't want it. They don't want it.
This city, it's really not for niggas.
It's racist. It's a west, it's the middle of the desert. It's cowboy state.
It's old fashioned. It's an old fashioned place.
But it's changing.
Want to slide me some of that water?
It's changing. That's all you, brother.
Yeah. But that's why institution. That was probably like close to my next phase or whatever, and that's why it was such a big thing for me. Because at that time I was really interested in doing just the shows, and they just let me have all that freedom.
Man, so how did that come about? Cause I remember I'll never forget the first time I met Will, and he sat me down because I was trying to throw an event up there. I was doing the Get Busy stuff, and we were throwing b-boy competitions, and I wanted to. Me and Smurf were looking for a breakdance or a venue for a competition.
That's dope.
Yeah, and we found out that Will was a b-boy, so we were like, oh, he'll be open to a dope spot. We just cleared out, and it's perfect. And we didn't end up doing it there, but when I went up there. Well, I don't think Will, he didn't take me serious.
Okay, yeah, he's tough.
Yeah, he's tough, which he shouldn't have taken me serious because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was winging it, and I was just a young kid. Like I was 23, you know, and I was throwing events, and I was really doing all the work. Contacting, organizing, getting flyers. Well, Smurf was doing. It was me and Smurf, and he was taking care of the b-boy shit. Everything on that side he was doing, but I was doing the venues and on organization and time and dates and all that shit. And but I'll never forget when I met Will. He sat me down and he just poured it on me, dog, for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
the gang
just like how he's supposed to come and all that type
of stuff.
Well,
not so much. He was just. He laced me with game, bro, for like 2 solid hours, and we sat on that couch, you know, that gray couch, and that was the first time I met him, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker, like,
he knows,
you know, he didn't, but he didn't talk down to me or anything like that. He was just like an OG, and I'll never forget that. So how did your relationship with him come about?
So kind of the same, man. Like at first, before I even started really messing with them up there, I probably went down there probably like a year before, and I think I wanted to do like an art show for one of my homegirls, and at that time I already kind of considered myself like a little business type of vibe anyway, you know what I mean. But Will even like put me even set me straight even more, you know what I mean, and so. I just came correct, man. I came with the whole, what is it called, like PowerPoint type of vibe and everything, like on what I was trying to do, laying it out. And I remember the first time actually calling up there before even going up there, speaking to Will, and kind of telling him, what my goals are and what I want to do. And the first time I ever talked to him, he talked to me on the phone for like almost an hour, just kind of trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to do. And he was open to kind of mentor me at that time. So that's when I kind of started, fucking with him at that point. And then when he went to LA.
He was doing his thing. So he couldn't be there all the time.
Pretty much. So I mean, we kind of just worked out a deal where I was able to throw those shows, and I chose more to be there on the day-to-day just to help out, you know what I'm saying? And we kind of just got that partnership in, and just started doing the shows over there from there. You know what I'm saying?
I was just thinking about you. I thought you left.
No, sorry.
Oh, but those shows at Institution, man, those were dope as fuck, and you guys were able to pull some shit off that, to me was risky.
Yes, man.
But I mean, Gunner was dope.
Yes, that was an epic one. For
sure. That shit was packed.
I'll never forget that, bro. I was so nervous that day. Yeah. Especially with that whole little Uzi Vert thing. Yeah. I think Gunner was like my next biggest artist.
You had to bounce back.
Yeah, man. I remember like waking up in that morning, like 4:30 in the morning, like taking a walk, like having anxiety. Like
I remember because I was up there before the show.
I remember.
And I was like, bro, I was telling you.
You need any help?
Put me to work because I know how it was doing the Get Busy shit and doing all that. I'm like, yo, I need people to just do the little shit for me so I can make sure this whole thing runs smoothly. But if you're over there, if like you're the guy in charge, you can't be over there. I mean, you never want to ask somebody to do something you're not willing to do yourself. But there is just some little shit, just moving the rails. You know what I'm saying? This is how I want to. I gotta go do this shit. Or you gotta talk to the promoter or talk to his manager who's with him, whoever.
Facts.
Facts. So that's why I was telling you. I was like, put me to work.
Man, I wish I would have took. Looking back in hindsight, I wish I would have took more advantage of that. Because bro, I swear, running around that motherfucker had me stressed out, but fun at the same time.
It's a learning experience, man. For sure. And the end result when it's all said and done is like, that's all you because. the anticipation is worse than when it's actually happening.
Oh, man.
Because then it's out of your control. Once the show starts, it's like,
boom, it's gone.
Yeah, you kind of can't do much else, you know. But
I was scared to get that call from Metro again.
I know that's what I was worried about. That's because it's just the location and it's outside and you know and it's hip hop and you know. But the Gunna show went pretty smooth though.
Yeah, that was honestly that was definitely I would say my favorite show for sure. You know what I'm saying? Before that, I think the first one I did up there was Buddy, and a lot of people weren't hip to Buddy, so I think like maybe 30-some people showed up, just close friends.
I was there. I waited. I was the last motherfucker that left because I had to get a picture with Buddy, bro.
Yeah.
Buddy is funky. To this day, he's funky, bro.
Right?
Bro, I can listen to Buddy on repeat, man.
Yeah, he's nice, bro. He's definitely one of my favorite artists. So I mean, I think that's what I just did off of instinct, like some of my favorite artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you did Dizzy up there too.
Yep, I did Dizzy.
Yeah, and
that was one of my favorite too, man. Just to do something, you know, for the city, and I interviewed him and stuff like that. And I think that was like, as far as the total thing where I wanted to do and complete, like I did a good job with. Like,
you should have kept that going.
Yeah, I mean,
you could. I think you need to revisit having. I think you need to have a podcast. I think you need to be doing this.
Nah, man.
Why? Why
I don't
not?
know. This is
easy.
Bro. I don't know.
This is so easy.
I'm more of like,
we're not even thinking right now.
Yeah, I hear you, man, because I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm really just more of a just behind the scenes type of dude, man. I lead from the back.
I am too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm doing this. It's for people like us to have the conversations that we have. You know.
Yeah.
But
I think later on, I think I might. You
should do it, bro. You should have a podcast, bro.
Yeah.
It's just easy.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not having like anybody I'm not really not comfortable with, or anybody I'm not gonna DM like
super reach and shit like that.
Not even super reach, just even somebody that I never even met before. I don't want to sit down and talk to you for 2 hours. I've never even met before.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like, you know, I mean, who knows where this will go? But you know, it's just something that I thought I could do, and I thought I have great conversations with people behind closed doors.
Facts.
So I kind of want to bring that to light. You know what I mean? And there's nobody else in the room right now, so it feels natural. It's cool. But I think somebody like you should definitely.
I thought about it. I had like, man, I had some mics and everything, but
the shit at Institution.
Yeah. But I really want to. I think I might do it later. You know what I mean? Okay. It's like some things I really want to tackle right now. And though it is easy, you're right. You know what I mean? But I want more game. Like I think, you know, I did my little stuff over at Institution or whatever. But I think all around you probably got like more knowledge and, you know, as far as, you know, just game with certain stuff. I think I just want to learn more and grow more. That way, when I get on there, I can like really, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that, yeah. So what's been the biggest thing you took away from that experience at Institution? Because I would have fucking loved to have your job there.
Yeah.
I would have loved to do that shit.
Man, the biggest thing I took away, man, I would have to say is, bro, you know, ownership, man. You know what I mean? I would love to say that. I wanted to take something. I took something good from it, but really, it was a lesson out of it because, you know, looking out for the homies and stuff. I don't regret it. It was cool as far as like being there on the day to day and stuff like that. And to this day, it's love. But I think, man, like, just like, you know, Brandon was saying, like, sometimes, you know, you give a little juice and it's like, you know what I mean? You kind of want parts of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the shows, I got all parts of that, and they was fair. Everything we agreed with. They was fair as far as that goes, but I think I should have took initiative of just like, just straight up like, you know, wanting to be a partner, and I could just keep it going.
Oh, okay, yeah,
you know
I feel you.
I was a partner in a sense as far as events go, but I mean just as far as the whole thing, you know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
So
that was a cool time for the city too, because a lot of shit was going on. Jam Nation was popping, and
shout out Zach.
Yeah, shout out Zach, man. I talked about this with Brandon too, man. They had so much momentum going, and they had so much raw energy, man. And I don't know what happened.
Man, bro, yeah. You know? Shout out to Zach, man. Zach, man, you definitely. I think he definitely led the way. Definitely at a point. You know what I'm saying? When before when I was doing a little Uzi.
For the underground Vegas,
yeah, man. Zach was doing his thing, and he was young like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe one day I can get him in here. We could chop it up. I know Zach. We
I'm
spoken.
sure he's doing his thing.
Yeah, we spoken a couple times. I don't know. I just want to know why that shit stopped because there was no competition.
Yeah, and I think he could have got a corporate check.
You guys were the only competitor, but it didn't even feel like y'all were competing really.
No, not at all. I mean, me and Zach, we wanted to work together a few times. You know what I mean? And I pulled up to a lot of his events and supported him, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was just more of a Vegas thing where they would try to like kind of, you know, it's always a competition type of thing.
Yeah. Well, it could be a friendly competition.
Friendly competition for sure. Yeah, I wanted his neck.
Yeah, you should. I remember. He did that. He did that Jam Fest right across the street.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, man, I got to do something
I had one of my first events there too, in that courtyard thing in that blue building.
Yeah. I didn't put up to it.
Yeah, that was a cool time. Now everything kind of feel like it's cooled out. I mean, what's the institution doing now? I mean, who's running the shit over there now?
So Larry's over there. I mean,
Larry's still there.
I mean, D. You know, D is the owner of it.
Okay.
You know, as well. D and Will are owners of it, and Larry is over. He's working over there, and I think during this pandemic they kind of just chilled out. But I think they're more focused on the clothes and not so much events. Yeah, they got Nike up there and stuff. So shout out to them. You know.
Yeah. What I mean? Will's the guy, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I would hopefully one day I can get him in here. He could you know what I mean? Maybe one day.
Will's like a he's definitely like a
he's OG,
somebody OG, somebody I look up to. We done all like, man, me, D, and Will, like we're like kind of like brothers, you know what I'm saying? I don't always agree with them, and we get into it a lot. They get into it with me, and they try to, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, Will, he came a long way for sure. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to
he went to Mojave.
He went to Mojave.
He went to Mojave.
You know, I never.
You didn't know that?
Nigga, Will,
bro, that's how. Because you know,
I don't think niggas brag on Mojave. That's what it is.
When I'm talking, no, they don't. When I'm talking to anybody, you know, you try to find something in common, or whatever. So I found out he grew up here, and I was like, Mojave, right down the street, like, you know. So
where'd you go?
I went to Legacy.
Okay.
But my brother went to Mojave, so
okay.
You know, I was at Mojave all the time. You know, I would play.
Legacy was straight. It's better than Mojave.
Legacy was popping. My Legacy was too popping.
I'm sure your years it was popping too.
Yeah. I graduated in 2010. Legacy was.
That's 3 years, dude.
Okay, so look, my first year at Legacy was 2006. That was the first year the school opened.
Okay.
So the first year of school opened, it was they changed the zones. So it was it was a combination of Canyon Springs, Mojave kids, Cheyenne kids, and a little bit of El Dorado kids, all converging. Onto Legacy. It was active for sure. It was a lot of fights. It was I think our first football game got shot up. It was
back in the day, man,
super
Vegas,
active the first couple years.
Yeah, back in the day, you know, these youngsters probably don't know. I feel old myself, but you know, it used to be active. Like the gang violence and stuff used to be a real deal.
Yeah, it was a lot less social media shit going on. It was a lot more, you know, whatever.
Real life.
Yeah, real life, but. It was those high school. I love going to Legacy, man. I had hella fun.
I went to Arborview. I went to Palo, then Arborview.
Okay, so you know, you know. Who do I know to go to Arborview? You went to Arborview?
I went to my last 2 years I went for basketball.
Okay.
Hoop star.
Okay. That's funny because I remember like a couple years ago, I was seeing all these kids from Arborview and Shadow Ridge and Centennial talking about they're from Northtown.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my God, dude. I was like, cut it out.
Now, you know, I'll say definitely. I mean, because the North, man, it was active kind of over on, because I went to Palo, I went to Arborview, but, you know, all my homies went to, like, Centennial and Cimarron.
Yeah.
So kind of around that, like, you know, Cheyenne, West Cheyenne or area or whatever it is. Yeah. I mean, it's not the North, but it was definitely active. You know
I mean, I went to Legacy. I grew up right down the street from Findlay Middle School.
Okay.
And it was that's barely the North. You know, the North is like
Findlay's. I get what you're saying.
The North is CSN campus, Cheyenne over there. Over there on
facts. When the signs turn blue, you're in the North.
Yeah, like Low C. But even where I was like reaching. You say you're from Northtown. I mean, yeah, we say we're from the north, you know, but Northtown, like, I didn't grow up in the hood, and a lot of my friends didn't grow up in the hood.
Summerlin.
But there was a lot of there was a weird area because there was a lot of shit going on. Like, you know, all my friends.
You could be broke and not be in the hood.
Well, all my friends had guns. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, but it was it wasn't. It was just a weird. It was just like a weird like suburb, but it was not, you know. And then, but I just remember seeing kids come from Shadow Ridge talking about Northtown.
Yeah,
like,
nah, man. Shadow Ridge, bro. I'll beat anybody up that went to Shadow Ridge.
Cut it out.
That's on record.
Cut it out.
That's on record, bro.
Nah, but who gives a fuck anyway?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that shit's dead.
But so let's talk. So you've kind of seen how Vegas has grown, the music scene. What's your take on it? Like, what do you who's your favorite artist? Who you like listening to from out here?
Jay Word.
Jay Word.
But he's not from out. He's from Atlanta though.
He's from Atlanta. Oh,
he's
cut
from
it.
Atlanta.
All right.
Yeah, okay. But that nigga's nice though. But anyways though, as far as Vegas rappers, bro, I really fuck with I fuck with Mikey. I fuck with Kiari. I fuck with Impact. I fuck with Mac.
Magneezy.
Yep.
Okay, I fuck with him.
It's a few guys, bro. I you know, they make good music for sure. Where it's headed, you know, who's to say, bro? I know we don't have those record labels here. We don't have Universal, Sony, and that here, so it's kind of tough in Vegas. But there's definitely talent. You know what I mean? I think if these guys were in, you know, maybe different cities, they'll definitely be, you know, straight.
Yeah,
you know
there definitely needs to be. I mean, I don't know. I think they can do it. You just got to do numbers.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's really doing numbers like that.
Too, I fuck with him.
Civ, yeah. I mean, I said it on the last episode with Brandon, but Rap.
Rap for sure.
Toxic.
Yeah. Tox.
And Fats are mine.
Nice.
But that just goes like lyrically, like talented and just seasoned. You know, like they're just seasoned. They know what they're doing. They know how to, you know, formulate a song and all that. But there's a lot of talent out here. Zodiac. I mean, D-Cross, a lot of people are having success. D-Cross has a lot of success. He's been around for a minute. You know, he's been around since I kind of grew up on D-Cross, bro.
You know? Really? Wow.
To them Team Gutter days and all that shit, you know.
Bro,
you don't know about Team Gutter? Yeah. Oh, my God. I'll show you some old school Vegas. Like, they were a little bit older than us.
Yeah.
So,
but I've been seeing them around them forever, though. It's crazy. Man.
I'll show you some old school Las Vegas battles, especially Northtown battles, little SU. Todd's brother, and it's come a long way, but what was my question?
Just, you know, where it's going, how do I see it? Man, I mean, you know,
the Audibles, man,
shout out to the Audibles.
Are they from out here?
Yeah, they are. I believe so. I'm more than likely.
They're like, you can't just fuck with them though.
Yeah.
They're on
Jimmy
another level.
They're on another level. They're Grammy nominated.
Yeah, they're on another level.
But they, you know, honestly, it's just like a lot of guys are on there. Like, I remember playing like rap in front of them and stuff like that, and they didn't know. They didn't know. You know, they've been living in Las Vegas forever. They're like, who is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I wonder how. I would like to talk to them too about. They stayed here. They've had stupid success.
No, they got love, and they got love for Vegas. They live in Las Vegas. You know, they travel and stuff a lot, but they definitely got love. It's just a lot of stuff don't even reach their ear.
Right.
They're dealing with like Justin Bieber and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if they're ever gonna take like an artist and groom him.
Well, Jazz, you know, they fuck with Jazz a lot.
Jazz been around for a minute though. You know,
I
know he's writing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know, dude. You know Jazz. Yeah. So he's writing and shit, right?
Yeah,
he's a lot of writing.
Yeah, he's an artist too, though. I think. I think he's pretty much getting ready for some type of big rollout because he's pretty connected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he's been connected for a minute. He got a song with Meek Mill.
Yeah, he got a song with Future.
Yeah.
It's like, damn. But it's like, you know.
But that tells you how hard being a rapper is.
Well, you know, honestly, the business, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the business got to be right.
Do you think what's been holding him back?
I think just, you know, situations, man. I think I think it's just more situational thing. I think
like behind the scenes shit.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, besides that, he's, you know, man, he's like damn near a prodigy writer for real. You know, a lot of people in the industry really fuck with his writing, and he's talented for sure. I don't think it has to do anything with talent.
Maybe that's his lane. Because I don't think everybody really should be in front of the camera.
Listen, bro.
But I know a lot of, but that when that fame factor is there, and you have the opportunity to be famous, that goes to people's heads. And I'm not saying Jazz in particular, but I'm just saying like some people aren't they need that fame, you know, for verification. They don't, you know, that writing credit isn't enough for them.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's the fact that, man, he honestly, bro, he got it for sure. Yeah. Like, honestly, more than probably anybody I know.
He understands what it takes.
Yeah. You know and the work ethic and everything, the music is like, man, I got some unreleased.
Why is he not doing? But that's the thing is,
I got some unreleased jazz, man.
Yeah,
you'll be like, bro,
why is somebody like him not hitting the road and selling tickets and opening up for somebody or doing his own shows? Because that's what a lot of artists, they just trying to get popping on the internet. Well, and I think you shoot yourself in the foot.
He hasn't been on an independent tip. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's been like on some like sign type, like low key shit. Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't know his full situation at all. You know what I'm saying? But I think that has to probably do a part with it. Because I'm telling you, he got some, you know, got some stuff that would put Vegas like, you know, like right there.
Is he from Vegas? Born and raised?
Yeah, born I don't know, but raised for sure. I'm pretty sure he's born here, but he got some like, you know, and he loves the city for sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's still out here.
Yeah, he's out here.
Yeah, he don't have to be.
Nah, he doesn't have to be, bro. He does not have to be at all.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, maybe he's the one.
I mean, yeah, I think his situation. If his situation is A1, he'll be, you know, he'll be out of here, like, bro, like literally, like that.
Yeah, because we got a few like real representatives that have been put in Vegas on. D Cross.
Yeah.
You know, he's traveled out and put on. You know, he doesn't shy away from telling people where he's from. Dizzy. Dizzy for sure. Dizzy's like really the first one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I can't say that because Fats has been on 106 in Park since. You know what I mean? And Landlord, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, but Dizzy's really the one that really took it to the next level.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and he's the first one that really, because he still has a career, and people don't give Dizzy enough credit.
Yeah, bro, not at all. No, Dizzy is definitely.
Why is that?
Yeah, that's weird. That's a great question, bro. Honestly, I don't know.
I remember listening to Smoke Out Conversations.
It's too positive for people.
I know, but
it's crazy. I know. You say that. It's crazy.
But he has a fan base here for sure.
He does. No,
I've been to every Dizzy show that in Vegas that he's ever done. I've been to every single show. Really? I'm a Dizzy fan. From Smoke Out Conversations, and I'm not just saying it. Yeah, you can ask around.
Yeah.
You know,
honestly, bro, Dizzy, I think, you know, he has an independent situation. So as far as being independent, he's winning 100%.
Yeah, he has a career.
Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't charted.
I mean,
you know, he gets paid.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean?
He's an independent. You know what I mean? If I sell, you know, 30,000 independent records, like, or you know what I mean, I'm straight.
Yeah, that's.
You don't have to be. You don't got to be nigga top 10.
Right.
Anything.
But you know why though? It's because he sells tickets.
Yeah, for sure. He hits a road.
That's the thing. That's what I tell artists that I talk to in the artists. And when I was in my management situation, I told them all the time, like, because they were real focused on internet and getting those views and all that. And you should, absolutely. It's part of the game, doing numbers. But
I'm so tired of this internet shit, bro.
I know. My thing is as a fan, listening to you in my car, that's one thing. But buying a ticket, that's when I really fuck with you. You know? And that's, I'm going to go out of my way and really spend good amount of money on a ticket.
Set aside plans
because I can fuck with you that hard.
Exactly.
And you're only going to do that by touching people and connecting people and hitting that road. And even if you got to do boof ass shows in fucking bumfuck Arizona, then you got to do those shows, you know? But that's Dizzy showed you, like, yo, he goes to fucking, you know, small ass towns and sell out 500, you know, sell them out. Exactly. 500 capacity and what, $20 a ticket.
That's his.
Do the math.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's money. Exactly. You know, so but everybody wants to be
50 cities or something crazy.
Artists just want to just get internet popping. They think that's you know, once they get internet popping, like, what we see is just
it's so many different ways.
Here today, gone tomorrow. You know,
it's different ways though, man. Yeah, I've been seeing, like, you know, there's a route. You know, you get plugged in with the DJs. There's that route.
Producers, you know.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
what do you think about Teddy?
Teddy's nice. I
fuck with Teddy. I think he's so talented.
Yeah,
bro.
He's one.
He ain't from out here, but you know, I used to manage him and. And he was a
humble dude, super talented.
He's super talented.
I think it's all about positions, man. You gotta jump. Man, sometimes you gotta take a leap to get in certain positions.
No,
you know what I mean? And might just have to take a leap.
I think he would do better writing.
Doing better writing?
I think he would just be better off if he locked in on writing for other people.
Yeah, but where? Not out here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take a leap.
I tell people all the time,
bro,
go to LA.
I'm telling y'all, man.
Right down the street.
Certain industries, man, you gotta take a leap. Yeah. You know, you could sit chill in Vegas and wait till it comes. For sure, it's gonna come. Yeah. But if you got that go-getter and you feel like, you know, you waiting for that, you can't wait for it, man. You gotta. People are out there getting it right now.
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of people in that's out of Vegas that have had success for sure.
And people be so stuck on this Vegas thing, bro. A lot of these stars and stuff, they leave their cities and go to these other places.
Yeah, they say all the time that your hometown's the hardest one to please.
Man, exactly. They go to LA, they'll go to Atlanta, they go to New York. Then, you know, they could put their city on, but you know, you're struggling so much.
But even that, I'm just like, why would you go where it's like fishing in a what's the metaphor? Listen, you know what I mean? You go to where it's concentrated. Everybody should go to the small towns, hit the small towns, take over those little markets.
Nah, listen, understand this. This is what I'm learning.
I guess it depends on what kind of artist you are, but
no, this is what I'm learning, bro. If you're a chemical engineer, you're in the oil industry, you're gonna move to Alaska.
Okay.
There's a lot of people in Alaska. It's probably, you know, that are in the same field, but if you want a job, you know what I mean, you're not gonna stay in motherfucking Las Vegas to be a chemical engineer. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that, bro, with any job. You know what I mean? If you're in the film industry, you got to go to where there's film jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna live in Las Vegas where there's 5 film creative directing jobs. Rather you go to LA, it's probably 1,000 of them. And there's, or, you know, music-wise, there's small labels, mid-labels, big labels, partnership, there's funding, there's, you know what I mean? So it's kind of, it's really simple, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. You know, I don't know, man. It's just a lot. It's a lot of moving parts to the music thing, you know? Do you see yourself going down that road? Because I know we talked about the movies and the writing, and you know, we're on the same page with that. But do you see yourself pursuing music?
Yeah, I think I see myself wearing different hats, bro. I think I just
want. You trying to be a rapper?
Nah, I mean, nigga, you doing freestyle today?
Oh shit.
But nah, man.
The Ease Universe right here, bro.
Huh?
This Ease Universe, bro.
Listen, bro, I hope you got insurance, nigga, because I'm gonna spit fire, nigga.
Oh shit.
The whole building going down,
nigga. About to burn it down.
But nah, bro. I see myself doing a lot of things, just being, like I said, a leader from the back, you know, and an influencer. And I want to touch the music industry, the film industry, and I am going to. Not even want to. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm working towards every day. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro.
And you know, I think, you know,
what about but do you see yourself doing a management thing?
Management.
Do you enjoy being a manager?
Do I enjoy it? You know, it's been pretty smooth, bro. Like, when I got my own stuff going on, and that's why I made it, you know, as far as to J-Word, I had to let him know, like, I got to get my stuff in order, because it's a lot easier when I got a lot of stuff on my plate and I got a lot going on, because then it's easy to plug in. But, you know, when I'm kind of reaching for resources, you know, it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? Especially because, you know, it's just not fun.
Yeah, I think you would be a lot better at it than I would, because I'm hard to get along with. You know, it taught me how serious I am. Like, when I was managing them, my guys, it taught me. It showed. I didn't realize I'm so serious. I'm like a I'm a drill sergeant. You know, and I'm like, yo, if you 5 minutes late to the studio, we got issues, bro.
Yeah,
you know bro. If you ain't write a song, you ain't write a song today. Bro, what the fuck you mean you're a rapper? What do you mean you didn't write a song today?
There's nothing wrong with having that mindset,
but that shit don't work. You know, a lot of people don't, especially rappers, like, you know, cause like, I mean, I guess I saw myself as a coach.
Listen.
You know, but there's uncoachable players.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You were playing your part 100%. If they were to take themselves as serious as that, serious as you took yourself,
maybe
it's not a maybe, bro.
I was an asshole.
Listen, bro, I'm telling you,
I'm an asshole.
It's not a maybe.
I just wanted to win so bad,
bro. Rather you're a rapper, manager, producer, whatever. It's as much as you take your serious yourself. You know.
I put all my eggs in that basket. I thought for sure. I was like, man, we about to blow. You know, we about to blow up. There was no convincing me otherwise. So I kind of put myself in a fucked up situation, because I didn't have a job. I didn't do nothing. That was my whole life. And for like 3 years, and I was making ends meet, doing what I had to do. But it was like, I didn't feel like, looking back on it now, it's like, man, I shouldn't have put all my eggs in that basket.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
That's in
like,
life. That's in general, for sure.
Yeah, it was just, I was like going too hard.
That's why I see myself doing, 10 different things.
Yeah, but I also learned, like, you know, you do gotta when you do hone in on, because I'm the same way. I like to multitask. I like, you know, I'm interested in different things and all that. But when I hone in on one thing, you know, I could do some damage. You can do some damage,
facts,
you know?
facts. You gotta be able to make time for it. You know what I'm saying, and not just halfway do it. That's what I've been learning, man. Like, I've been taking so much time to learn. You know what I mean? I always want to play the game, which is cool. But, you know, you don't always got to, you know, step in and play the game. Sometimes it's good to sit back and learn, rather you got to stack up or whatever. So,
you got to reset sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. So that's, I mean, bro, I've been just trying to learn everything that I want to do. That's all I've been doing is learning. And you know what I'm saying? And that's it, man.
Yeah,
that's
well, you're still young. I remember when I was, you was 24?
Oh my gosh, here this nigga go with this young shit. Oh my gosh. Listen,
bro,
listen
bro,
here,
back in my day.
Listen, I know you see all these stories, man.
I didn't know you was that young, man.
Huh?
I didn't know you were that young.
There's people starting business at 70 years old right now.
No, I know. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, you know, I just want to, I hear 24 years old and I'm like, man, 24 years old, I remember what I was doing in my mindset, and you want to go back and give yourself advice, because I didn't have nobody to give me no advice on nothing.
Yeah, it's hard.
You know what I'm saying? But all I would go back and tell myself is to make your next move your best move, and be smart and take care of yourself.
Strategic.
You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself, and don't be naive to like, don't, because I was like, man, we're gonna blow. Yeah, we're gonna blow in a year or two. We're gonna blow. You know, and that was naive to think. You know.
Yeah. But I think, man, being young, definitely, bro. I mean, I have an older brother. I'm definitely one that watches the people around me and try to understand. So I think definitely a big thing of mine, instead of sitting back and learning sometimes, a part of being younger is like, bro, you're so eager. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was
eyes wide and,
man, bro, ready to go. You know, and I think that has been like my
a puppy.
Bro, when you're young, when you're ambitious, sometimes you gotta hit yourself on the head. Yeah. And I think that's been like my biggest lesson, and that's why I've been able to chill and sit back and just really learn and come strategically instead of just going out there and just doing what it do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I've been ambitious my whole life. You know, I started selling weed when I was 8th grade, and
allegedly.
I was what was I? We weren't poor. You know? Exactly. You know, I was hustling my mom I was hustling my mom for the lunch money. You know what I mean? She give me money, I would just hold it. I'd hold it. Yeah, exactly. And get lunch money, get the lunch somehow, some other way. You know. So, but when I was like 18, and then when I was 19, I came back from college. I did 1 year in Cleveland, and then I came back and I was like, all right, I gotta get to this money. I was like, I'm gonna be a millionaire when I'm 25. By the time I'm 25, I'm gonna be a millionaire.
I knew that for a fact.
So when I hit 25 years old and I was busted, and I was damn near homeless, I was
facts.
I was like, you know, I kind of got depressed.
I
kind of got depressed, but it was a life lesson. Like, I think everybody needs to be broke at some point in their life.
People say depressed, man. I think people get depressed confused with disappointed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was. Yeah, I was very disappointed in myself, but I think I was delusional. And
think so?
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people are delusional, especially rappers.
Yeah.
But
shit,
I mean, it's not always a bad thing, because
it takes that delusion.
You know, it's just your imagination running wild, but the reality wasn't lining up with who I thought I was or who I thought I was gonna be at by that age. Yeah. But I realized, like, everything. You can't put your timeline on shit sometimes. You know, you can't say, in 5 years this is gonna happen. This is what I'm gonna do, because it could happen in 2 years.
Exactly.
You know,
for sure.
Or it can happen in 10 years. I mean, it's good to set goals and give yourself timelines for sure. But you know,
I mean, one thing I know I want to do is, like, you know, be in the film as far as like TV series and movies. I don't care if it takes 10, 20 years.
Yeah. What attracts you to that?
Bro, you know, honestly, even when I was over at fucking with Institution, you know, I started writing short stories and stuff like that. Yeah. And it was something I really wanted to get into. It was something I was going to really invest in. Yeah. But I was investing in shows and losing money in that. Yeah. So it's something that, bro, I mean.
Because you thought shows was a flip?
Yeah, and that was it. You know, that was a big part of it. Yeah. I tried to turn my interest into, like, you know, money.
Of course, you got to, though. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's not. When you're talking about doing creative shit, like throwing shows or working with creative people, you gotta make money.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's not gonna continue.
Bro, man, can you repeat it again?
You have to make money. You know, like everybody has to get paid, or it's not going to continue.
Yeah, man. I think one thing in Las Vegas, I would say for sure, and you know, you asked about like, where do I see Las Vegas and where do I see it going? I think in Las Vegas, man, a lot of people are doing things to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Instead of really trying to make a living and, you know, pursue what they want to do. They want to be seen. They want to be cool. And so I think, I think that just plays a big part, man. Yeah, you got to make money, bro. But, you know, in other industries and other places in the world or the same industries or whatever, they're making money doing this stuff. You know what I mean? So you just got to figure it out. You know what I mean? And if you're not making money, you got to be making money some other way because it takes money. You know, whatever you want to do, you can buy yourself into any industry, not just music, not just film, not just this and that. You could really buy yourself into any industry. So if you get your paper right, that should be the number one thing.
Yeah, 100%. So what's the story that you wrote?
Well, right now I'm writing.
What are you working on right now?
Yeah. So it's a series, Black Ginger. It's like loosely based on my life, pretty much, you know. And I got, bro. It's hilarious, my nigga. It's a comedy. I love
the.
Bro, I love it so much, man. It's a comedy.
I love the title.
Yeah.
So it's a comedy.
Yeah, it's straight comedy, bro.
Yeah. So you told me you came over to my house the other day and you said you did stand up.
Yeah, I tried stand up.
You gotta give me a joke, man.
What?
You have to give me a joke.
Nah, man. All right. Nah, later on in the podcast, later on, I got you. Right, I'll end it off how I lost my virginity.
Okay.
That's a pretty funny story, bro.
I wrote this because I was living with Rob. You know Rob Falco?
Yeah, I know Rob.
So I was living with him. Me and him were roommates for like over a year. And he was getting into the stand-up thing.
Yeah. Rob's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, he's fun. No, he's funny. He's funny when you talk to him. But he did a stand-up for me, and I'm not hating on him.
He got that white boy humor.
Yeah, but I was just like, he's really smart. Yeah. And he was using big words.
He is, bro.
He was using big words, and I was like, Rob, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I started. I wrote something. I wrote a stand-up thing, and it was just talking about transgender people. But so we're not gonna get into that because I don't want the backlash.
Damn! Oh shit! Yeah, I ain't listening.
Well, you know, I got jokes, man.
Yeah. No,
I've been clown for my race my whole life.
Yeah, exactly. I've been clown for my hair and being goofy and ugly looking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I know you you got that script too. You know what I'm saying?
But it's definitely.
When you write, you can go into different depths, man. So.
Well, for me, it's like creating a new reality.
Exactly.
That's dope.
It's fun, bro.
It's almost escapism, you know.
Yes, bro.
Kind of like.
What I've been doing with Black Ginger is I kind of been like writing, like the next chapter of my life. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the present moment, but it's kind of taking past moments of my life, but I'm kind of just it's future tense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's almost like visualizing. It's so fun, man. You know what I mean?
So it's a comedy?
It's a comedy, though. Yeah,
I wish I could write jokes, man, but I am the least funniest motherfucker.
You might be funny on paper. My sister is writing it with me, bro. Yeah. And she's not a funny person, but she's funny on paper, bro. I'm like super surprised. I'm like, you're not funny at all, but bro, she be having me weak. If I read you some of the shit that she be writing, bro.
Damn.
She's like kind of, she's more like sophisticated and everything, but she been going wild.
Damn, you know for real, that she's probably just been holding it in for so long.
Probably, you know what I mean? I was like, you got a hunch at this shit for sure.
Dope.
You know what I mean? But that's something I want to do. I want to have just a writing team.
Yeah. So then what's your next move? So you have the script just ready to go. You feel 100% confident. What are you gonna do with it?
So man, I got one more script too, and it's my father's story. He was he's a kingpin out of Chicago.
Okay.
So this isn't a comedy. It's just it's based on his life. It's more of a drama and just like suspense. So.
And you talk to him?
Yeah, I do.
So he's your biological father?
He's my biological father.
Did you grow up with him?
No, he's been incarcerated since I was 3 years old.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, he made about $100 million you know what I mean? And so.
And his story's out there?
Yeah, it's out there.
Oh yeah, hold on. He had a book, right?
Yeah, he just put his book out probably I want to say a year ago.
So how much time is he
have? He has a life sentence. Okay. You know what I mean? So he's a lawyer. Where he studies law, and he's gotten other people with life sentences out of jail. You know what I mean? Really? So now he's kind of just working on his own shit.
Do you go visit him?
Last time I visited him, probably
he's not out here, right?
Yeah, he moved to the east to West Virginia or something, probably 3 years ago. Before that, we would see him every couple years.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Damn. So he's out of Chicago though?
Yeah, Chicago. Okay. So, I kind of, so I got that script and then I got Black Ginger. And, man, honestly, bro, I'm doing it, I definitely got plans for it. but I'm trying to focus a lot on just doing it out of enjoyment and just learning. You know what I'm saying? So, but
does he know you're writing it?
Yeah. Me and I got 13 siblings.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, there's about 4 or 5 of us involved as far as like, you know, helping them with the book, and then it's kind of my vision to like, to just I've been working on that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
has he read it? Any of it?
No.
You're gonna give it to him when it's done?
Yeah. I think everything I'm doing, like, I'm not gonna show anybody until it's done.
So are you basing the movie off the book or
straight off the book?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
Why don't you talk to him about it?
Well,
so he can give you more details.
Well, you know, I mean, as far as for that project, I'm kind of more getting into it recently, and with this pandemic going on, he's been on lockdown pretty much 24/7.
Yeah, my boy in prison. Yeah, we can't go see him.
Exactly. So
you gotta go see him next time it opens up.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
For
sure, man. He be geeked up. Anything that, you know, as of recently that, you know, he heard a lot of things that I wanted to do. He's geeked because even himself, he made a movie himself, bro. That it was Bernie Mac, Lisa Ray. They were in it. It was called I should know the name of this, bro. But anyways,
don't say the.
I can't
Don't say Players Club.
No. Hell no. Actually, it was Lisa Ray's, but it was like that was her, you know, big coming out. But it was actually even before that. And it would have been Bernie Mac's first movie too.
Oh damn.
Or
so what do you mean?
Close to it. It was like in the 80s, 90s. What do you mean
90s. He made it? He wrote it?
No, it actually was in production, and then, you know, it was drug money, and it all kind of happened around the same time.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot where I was going with that. Oh yeah, and then also he had a record label as well, and he actually did have a group like pop. It was called Naughty by Nature. It's not. I want to say that's the right name. It might be wrong.
Yeah, we know Naughty by Nature.
No, I don't know. It might be wrong. It might be a different name. But anyways, let me think.
He had Naughty by Nature.
No. Don't quote me on this, bro. It's one of those old girl groups, though.
No, Naughty by Nature is not a girl
group.
Okay,
then no.
Escape?
No. Let me look it up right now. I'm gonna look it up. Let me look it up, man.
Damn, dog.
But so like just having kind of the same interests. Okay, I remember the group name. It was called Nothing Nice. The only reason I remember is because Jay-Z in a song, I think, you know the song The Evils?
Yeah.
So they got a song called Down for Whatever, and he has a bar in there that says like, and I'm down for whatever, nothing nice. So that was my dad's group.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So one of my stepmoms is actually in that group because he has like 5 baby moms.
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So he lived that life. Huh?
Yeah. He lived that life for sure.
So how old is he now?
He's 53.
Oh, he's still young.
Yeah, man. He got some life to live, and the dude's like a genius for real. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I don't know why this conversation just reminded me, but nobody talks about 702, the group.
702.
The group, the R&B group from Las Vegas. They got hits, bro.
I'm not hip.
They got hits.
Really?
Bro, look them up, dog. They got hits, bro.
Really?
Bro, they're
Name a song.
Bro, they're I don't know the new songs, but off the top of my head, but I know they got some they're like 90s,
what time period
90s, early on R&B. But
there's a lot of stuff.
Their
in the
name
90s.
is 702.
Bro, that's crazy. Number one, but there's a lot of stuff in the 90s you're gonna talk about, nigga. You know we were hard at bat.
Kids.
I know. I'm saying as far as like now, people try to throw that whole. You know, like y'all were saying before, like no culture in Vegas. Yeah. There's so much shit, bro, that, you know, honestly, like, you know.
There's a lot of shit going on. But, you know, a lot of people say that shit. You hear that shit. You've heard it. I mean, you know, over the past few years. People
100%.
There's no culture in Vegas and this and that, but we're just so young. We're, you know.
Shout out 702.
Yeah, New York and LA and these markets, they were melting pots. They were like made for some artistic, hip hop and all this shit to come out, you know.
Exactly.
But we were not.
Definitely
we're in
not.
the middle of the desert. We're a railroad town, and then we were a mob town.
Yeah.
And you know, it's
an
just
old fashioned town.
You know,
man.
it's not. It's
old-fashioned.
we're just now starting to you know, it's up to us to build it.
We trying to sneak up in there.
It's up to us to build it, and that's what I was saying. We need more people like Tinez that can open the doors and give us the green light.
Nah, he definitely
give us the space. That's the important thing. You need the space to do things. You know?
For sure.
But you know, in due time, you know, we'll become a powerhouse. But a lot of people, you know. It's so weird because
just a lot of those labels and stuff, man. They gotta move here, and they will soon. They will eventually, probably 5-10 years.
Yeah, I mean, Nevada is one of the best states to run your business out of. tax benefits.
Yeah, taxes.
And so maybe I think a lot of people do live out here. You know, a lot of artists have homes out here.
Oh,
you know,
for sure. Yeah.
And a lot of those
reasons.
A lot of artists come out here. You know, well, obviously with Dre's and the clubs and stuff. But
that's different though. That's almost like, you know what I mean?
I know, man.
That's if you working in those industries at those clubs, it's damn near just nepotism. You know, they not letting certain people in.
That's a good word, man.
Yeah.
You have the origin of that word?
Nepotism? Yeah. Neptune? I don't know.
Damn, that's what's that word mean? I don't even know.
Nepotism? Yeah. Oh, it's kind of like I feel
like I should know what it means, but
if I'm a CEO, if let's say I'm Dre's, I'm Victor Dre's, my son, I'm gonna hire my son to be the fucking VP or president. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna hire my nephew to be my nephew's gonna be the artist fucking manager or whatever.
Okay, I would do the same shit.
Yeah, I mean,
if I own a club, my nephew, I'm grooming my nephew.
Yeah, but that's also that's also one of the big problems going on, because you're not giving the opportunities to a lot of people that might be better at something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would do the same thing too. 100%. I do the same thing too.
I used to work at Dre's. I worked at Dre's, and his son was the one calling the shots for sure. He was the one orchestrating. Yeah, when I was over there, he was orchestrating everything.
Really?
He was. I think he was more involved because he's younger.
Yeah, he's young. He's probably a year younger than me or something.
Nah, I think he's a year older than you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's like 25, 26. Now.
Oh, okay.
But he was. But he. But
nah,
I think he was
bro.
More on the.
No, because I remember I worked there when I was fresh 21, and he was like in the club, but everybody knew he was kind of like underage, not supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it's just that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's definitely groomed and stuff like that. I'm just saying but then it'll go from there where he'll hire his little cousin to do this and that.
He's still getting groomed though.
Yeah.
Because I remember he would be there daily, and he would be calling the shots, and he was I got really good vibes from him, because a young kid like. It probably might be a little difficult for him to get his respect, as a leader or whatever. But I fucked with him though. I thought I was like, damn, you're doing a good job for being a young kid. Yeah. Like you're really being a sponge. But it was when Victor Dre's would come through, it would be like, okay, everybody tighten up. Everybody 100%. Tighten up. It'd be a little bit different, but that comes with due time. But yeah, if I had I'm a nepotist then, because I'm trying to keep I'm trying to you gotta build a legacy for your family,
100%.
So,
you know what I'm saying? I feel it, but I just feel like because I remember even before I was 21, I might have been like 19, probably even younger than that. I remember reaching out, trying to intern, or not intern, or just trying. I was reaching out for mentors, and he was one of the people I reached out to, and he got back to me and everything, and it didn't work out or nothing. But I feel like it's just a lot of missed opportunities like that, where it's like somebody like me, where it's young, I want to learn, I want to be around it.
Yeah.
I didn't have the opportunity. I had to create it myself.
Yeah, you gotta. You gotta fucking just run through the wall, bro, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, everywhere you don't gotta do that though. But I don't have no issue with it. Yeah. You got definitely. At the end of the day, anywhere you gotta create opportunities for yourself anyway. But I just feel like in certain areas. You're just around it. You could be around it. You could soak like a sponge. You know what I'm saying? So
back to the writing. Like when you have your script done and it's ready, you feel confident. What are you gonna do? Like, what is the process for you? Do you know the process, or do you know, or do you kind of have an idea of what to do for like myself? I know I can write a script, but I don't know what the fuck to do with it after that.
Well, just kind of like I was saying, like let's say if you were a chemical engineer and wanted to work in the oil industry, you're gonna move to Alaska, or you're gonna go back and forth from Alaska.
Right.
So with the film, I'm right now. I got Atlanta in my foresight, and so
making a move out there.
Making a move out there. LA? More expensive, and I don't want to deal with as many white people. Man, that's honest.
Man.
I mean, I don't have an issue with it,
I feel
but
you gotta, I don't
want to fake the funk.
Especially the show you're making.
Exactly, yeah. And, sometimes, I don't want to be in different rooms acting like somebody else that I'm not. And I feel like that's just more of a hassle. And you know what I mean? So I just want to go somewhere where I know.
There's a lot of film stuff going on in Atlanta. They film a lot of movies in Atlanta, actually.
Yes, 100%, 1,000%. They not just to say Tyler Perry owning like the biggest studio there is. There's other black-owned, studios as well, and other.
It's definitely a hub. It's become a hub.
Exactly, and it's growing. It's growing at a fast rate.
So are you gonna make that move?
Yeah, I am. You know, that's what I kind of been setting my personal time back for. I'm gonna, You know, I'll be here sometimes. You know what I mean? A few times out the year. But
are you giving yourself a timeline, or are you just really gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna like start a life out there?
Yeah, I mean, the next couple months, man. I'm gonna skate out there. I'm just right now. That's what I'm saving up for right now. Yeah, man, just to be around it, man. I got family out there. I got some friends in the film industry and stuff out there where I can get things to and stuff like that. So.
Well, that's dope, man. I wish you the best, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm gonna be back.
Vegas keeps sucking me back in, man. Keeps pulling me back every time I try to leave.
Hey.
Can't get away from it.
I don't know.
City wouldn't be the same without me, bro.
That's probably what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's probably what it is.
Nah,
but I definitely want to come back in Vegas. You know, I always see myself moving and living somewhere for a while, and I would just bring the resources back wherever I can, give opportunity the best I can.
Just don't have any kids, bro.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm not doing. What?
Bro, that's my biggest like.
Yeah. Number one not to do right now. Exactly.
No, like I'm just proud of. If I had a kid right now, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
But up until now, I'm like glad like.
You didn't have
nothing against people with kids. You know,
no,
my
100%.
friends got kids, but I'm cool being an uncle.
Yeah, me too. Same. I'm an uncle too. So that's enough for me, man.
I couldn't imagine.
I mean, I don't even think about kids. I don't got a wife or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't want the baby mamas?
Huh?
You don't want baby mamas? I've been thinking about. At one point, I wanted 10 different baby mamas.
Really? Future vibes?
Not necessarily.
I
wanted a kid.
I know niggas on child support, bro.
I know. I don't make that kind of money. I was just on some. I was like on some like goofy shit when I was younger.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I wanted a kid from every continent, and then I wanted 2 wives. And I always told myself I was gonna have 2 wives, and I was gonna get my cars custom made to have the steering wheel in the middle, so they can both be in the front seat.
Oh, that's innovative right there, my nigga. You could have went. See,
you know how many arguments I just dodged right with that?
You could have designed a whole whip.
Come on,
just
man.
now,
Come on, man.
You tripped.
Polygamy, man.
Nah, for sure. I mean, honestly, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. You know, there's gay people, there's bisexual people, there's transgender people. If that's a whole nother lifestyle. If you decide to have more, I don't see why people look down upon it. People don't look down upon other people's rights. You know what I'm saying?
I completely. You want to have multiple women? I completely.
No, I'm just saying in America, that's something like everybody looks down to, but it's nothing wrong.
It stems from the church, brother. It
stems
from the Bible.
Yeah, but at the same time,
that book that nobody knows who wrote it.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, but there's gay people. People, there's gay.
Yeah, I'm totally, bro. I have gay friends. I've been to gay clubs.
Yeah.
I've been to a gay strip club.
I can't agree with that. On record.
I'll tell that story. I mean, I can tell that story. I don't care, bro. Yeah. I mean, it was just a crazy experience. I was in Montreal.
Crazy experience, huh?
I was just in Montreal. So look, no, because I was living in LA at the time, and we were working for this dude setting up exhibits. He had these exhibits an art exhibit, right? So his first one was in Montreal. Okay, so me and my boy, and he was super gay, but he was he was like big time in Hollywood, big time, like a big deal in Hollywood.
That's the thing why not LA for me.
Yeah,
it's a lot of weird stuff.
There's a lot of gay dudes going on. What you saying?
No, bro. It's a lot of weird stuff in general.
No, I lived in Hollywood too, and I
like Jeffrey Epstein type of weird shit.
I understand why people called it Hollyweird. I lived on Western and Sunset, I want to say, but it was
right there.
I was in
right in the middle.
It was going to the gas station was not fun, walking,
exactly.
But it was very interesting. It was hella cool. It was just like a different vibe out there, But so we were in Montreal, and we did the exhibit, and afterwards, it went well. We wanted to celebrate,
Yeah.
And our boss was gay, and he had his boyfriend there, and so he calls me, and I'm working with my best friend, and both of us are straight, and we and everybody else is that on the team is pretty much gay, you know what I mean, or women, So we go back to the hotel. He calls us. He's like, "Hey, come downtown. We're celebrating. I'll call you an Uber, get you down there, whatever."
Yeah.
So, first of all, Montreal would fucking beautiful. It's so clean. It's like there's murals on like the big buildings. If you go to like New York or something, like a bank building has like a big ass like mural or some shit on it. It's dope as fuck. It's super clean. But anyways, so we go downtown in downtown Montreal. And we were walking up to the club, and there's nobody around, and it's just the club. We see the club, and there's people standing outside, and it's like 5 dudes in fireman outfits, right?
Oh God, dude.
I was like, and before that, I'll admit, when I was younger, I was kind of homophobic.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
I just wasn't exposed.
Exactly.
I didn't.
Immaturity.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I never was around gay people. We grew up saying, "Faggot." We grew up saying that.
Said that.
But it was never referred to anybody saying being gay or anything like that. But
exactly. Yeah.
what was I saying? But I was like, man, I'm not going in here. I'm not going up in here. Yeah. And so he was like, bro, you can't be homophobic. Like he's paying us. Yeah, he's paying us. Yeah. It's disrespectful, you know. And
I don't think there's an issue with that. I would go to one. I got gay friends and stuff like.
I know. I've been in gay clubs before with friends and stuff, and that's actually like there's hella women in gay clubs.
Exactly. They go with exactly.
So that's not. It didn't even feel like a gay club. It just felt like a regular club, and dudes were just a little bit more fabulous.
Hey man, gay friends are fun. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But they be knowing how to party for real.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
And then so we walk in, man, and there's just dicks everywhere. There's not even a woman in there.
Oh,
there's no women. There's no women bartenders. There's no women waitresses.
Oh, damn, okay.
No women, nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they start dancing, and it's just like, it got real intense.
Oh, damn.
It got, cause like, it's hard to have a good time.
Getting later on in the night, and everybody's drinking more, and everybody's going crazy.
Yeah, it was just hard to have a good time, you know? So I was just having a conversation with our boss's boyfriend. We were just casual conversation, and our boss was talking to my boy. So we're the only straight dudes in here. There we go. No, we're the only straight dudes in this club, right? This I'll never forget, bro. This fucking stripper dude walks up to my boy and the boss, right? He's like, "Yeah, can I get you a dance?" Yeah. And my boss, he was like, "No, I'm actually here with my boyfriend." And points to him, and then he looks at my boy, and he's like, "Can I get you a dance?" And then my boy freezes, he pauses, he's like, and then he looks at me, he's like, "Nah, I'm here with my boyfriend too." I was like, "Yeah, bro, man, we together tonight, bro." Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was,
that's a good one.
But we walked out of there, and it was cool. I was like, I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Nobody crossed the line.
Yeah, you were younger, so it probably took like a little experience. Like,
I had to. It was it was real intense though. I wouldn't go back, obviously, but I mean, like
anybody that has like a real problem with gay people, man, it's something
low key. Or them low key gay.
Yeah. Something happened to them probably in the past or something. Yeah. It's like, I done seen people flip out over gay people. It's like, bro, it really has nothing to do with.
Or they just never had any experience with gay people.
Yeah, but even then, it's like,
they're Bible goers. Most of the time, it comes from the church.
I don't even come across those anymore, ever.
But that's where it stems from.
Okay.
That's where it stems from. Is the religious thing.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
that something promotes hate. That's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Society used to be ruled by religion. Yeah. Pretty much. And
it's crazy how many fucking as far as these Catholics and all these people, how many people are on that weird shit. Do
you go to church?
I don't.
What's your belief?
Shit, man, I'm the sun god, nigga.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing.
I believe in. That's how you should feel.
No, I believe in God. I'm spiritual as fuck, bro. Like, I'm so connected with God. Each one of my movements, I try to be, except for some of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
you fuck up. We all fuck up.
Exactly. But more than none, like I'm definitely guided by, I would like to believe something higher than myself. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think of God though? Because the idea because I grew up in an Italian Catholic church, and I grew up going to First Communion and all that shit, and my mom is very, very into church and all that, and so I kind of grew up seeing like God is like this. This all-seeing eye in the sky. He's gonna punish you and this and that if you fuck up. But it's like, it was just weird. It just felt weird, and it was. Have you ever been to Catholic church? See, I grew up going to Catholic church, and Catholic church is very like ritualistic.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not really singing. Mm-hmm. We're not, it's
kind of just like the energy kind of like
it's
weird.
It's very mellow, very creepy when you look at it. And then when I got a little bit older, I started going to Christian church.
Yeah, like Baptist type.
Kinda. So the Christian, the church I went to was called Sold Out at the time. It's called Win City now. So they're predominantly Pastor Lockie, you know them.
Well, no, I know one of my homies or my cousin, really like somebody. His name's Andre.
Andre who?
Reed.
He works out.
Andre Reed.
No, he does.
He's a black dude.
Oh yeah, Andre Reed.
Reed. That's my dog.
Yeah, Dre.
Been on him since I was real young. So I know he fucks with them.
Yeah. I know Dre. I've known Dre for a while.
Yeah. I've been knowing him, bro. Literally probably since I was like 7 years old.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Vegas is small, man.
Yeah.
But so I started going to that church, and man, I fell in love with everything they were doing. I fell in love with the way.
That nigga got a foot fetish too, by the way.
Who?
Dre.
Man, you gotta put him on blast.
I got you, my nigga. That's my nigga, bro. But he know I'll be on his head. The thing got like pictures of like hundreds of people's feet in his phone.
Hey man, teach his own.
Nah, bro.
He's probably paying some girl's bills somewhere. You know
man, I hope not, Dre. Nah, go ahead.
Bro, girls make money off.
It's crazy though, cause he's one of the most like loving, like inspiring people I know. But everybody got their thing. I
met this stripper at Spearmint, and we were talking, and she was like, "I literally pay my bills from my feet."
Wow.
By sending foot fetish pictures.
How did her feet look?
They look like regular little feet, dude.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I know. But
girls, man. In this climate, what's going on?
It's crazy.
Crazy, bro.
I know, but
I'm kind of almost jealous.
I know, but I tell girls all the time. If
but
if I had titties, I'd be a millionaire.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't like to think so, but probably.
It's kind of.
The climate is crazy, especially in Las Vegas. We grew up here.
Yeah, I just remember in middle school and in high school, like getting a picture of a girl in panties was like
the biggest thing in the world.
Yo, you had to work for that.
Yeah,
you got to work for that. You know what I mean?
Put some time in.
But it's not going around, But now it's like. And I get it, like the whole feminist thing, and don't be. I get it, like girls, have been maybe shunned from expressing their sexuality.
That's whack, bro. I'm done buying into all that, bro.
I don't buy into that shit either. I think it's like you just making it available for everybody.
Bro.
It just lowers your value
like
and shit.
The slut shaming shit, like, it doesn't matter what you, bro. That stuff matters. There's crazy type of people out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I get it. Like a girl will be treated differently if she has sex with a lot of men rather than vice versa.
For sure,
like we're kind of praised for that.
I feel like it's wrong on both ends.
Yeah.
Not wrong because it's your choice, but if you're gonna look down on it, I feel like shit. I've done been a hoe, and I'm not proud of it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I lost count, and I wish. I'm not saying I wish, but it's just I
can say I wish, bro. I definitely say, bro, I done went overboard before.
Right, but you've had to go through that to know that.
Exactly, you're
because
then I will always think about like shit that I
like
want.
now if I were to get married, I'd be like, okay, I pretty much got everything out of my system.
Yeah, for sure.
What I mean?
Yeah.
But
man,
I don't know. I still got a couple on my list.
But nah, man. I get for the most part, niggas just past that.
Yeah. I'm not really tripping on it because.
Yeah.
But back to the church thing. I started going to that Christian church, and they were just so dope, man. Everybody was dope. It was casual. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was like.
And I could go to church.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
But it was like because in a Catholic church they're gonna just read straight from the Bible.
Yeah.
In the Christian church,
make it relatable.
They're gonna make it relatable. They're gonna interpret it, to how it can apply to your life now. Exactly. But even then, I was like, man, this whole tithing shit is weird.
Yeah, exactly.
This whole like, why do I have to pay you? Like, I'm not paying God.
Bro,
like,
weird things.
They just make sense of it, and it just felt icky to me. And
bro,
I was like,
there's a few weird things. That number one, number two, like drinking the wine and bread thing. Yeah. Like that seems so ritualistic. Why are we faking like this is this man's blood and flesh?
It's just symbolic, I guess. But
but blood and flesh. That's what we're symbolic.
I know,
it's like it's weird.
It's just weird, and I think overall,
that's cannibalism, bro.
Yeah, it's weird, bro.
You know what I mean? And when I hear about all these stories, what they got going on in like
it's outdated.
Hollywood and
it's just outdated.
Other places, it's like it sounds like that type of weird type of shit, like drinking people's blood and doing this and that. It's like, nah, bro.
Yeah, religion just to me is just outdated.
100%. I think it. Joe Rogan made a good point on it. I think like religion was obviously good and bad thing, but the reason it's a good thing because it did introduce like humanity into consciousness. You know what I mean? They kind of had to believe in a structure to kind of get us past it and maybe to something else that just is connectivity.
We were probably too fucking savage.
Exactly, yeah.
We were probably fucking each other up.
Bro, cannibalism, all type of shit. You know what I mean? So I think it's just maybe that next step into consciousness where, you know, it's just a universal. Obviously, no matter what religion you believe in, there is only one God. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. You know
that makes sense to me.
Exactly. It's a source. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I view God. I view it as like, you know, I view God as a source. You know,
it's like an energy or
exactly.
You know, but I just don't. I don't know, man. It just got real weird for me, and to me, it's like the Bible. It's just so many weird shit, so much shit in the Bible that I just don't agree with. That I just didn't feel like if I don't want to come to church and waste my pastor's time if I'm not fully bought in. You know, and I'm like, if I can't fully believe in the Bible, I'm not gonna pick and choose. I'm not gonna take the good and just take that because that's like. What is that? Why are you just picking and choosing what you believe in from you believe in the Bible as a Christian? You're supposed, you know, that's the word, you know. So I just feel like people pick and choose what they you know, kind of create their own religion.
Exactly.
Which I think it's okay. Like I think church is good for a lot of things, especially for communities. You know, you go to church, you meet people. You know, you're involved with something positive and.
Somebody I know you fuck with DJ Valet. Yeah. You know, he's really.
He brought me back because I remember it was at Homeboy's birthday party. I'm not gonna say his name because he don't deserve it. Like I got hella people listening to my shit, but no, I was at this dude's birthday party and Valet and JR CASTRO was there. You know, they're related or they're, you know, and they're people and me and Valet, we started talking, and then we found out we knew this, we had the same pastor because I actually went to that church and I left and then I met Valet and we just was chopping it up, me, him, and JR CASTRO for like an hour about God and all this. So Valet's the reason why I got back into church. I ended up leaving again just because whatever, but
No, he definitely, this was around the time, a little bit after Lil Uzi, we were doing like warehouse parties, stuff like that together. This was when I was younger. And Valet, man, he had me just definitely questioning a lot of things as far as, because that was a time where I just kind of got off religion. And I think I probably got off of God for a second because I'm like, all this shit is trickery, sorcery, weird shit. But, you know, and he just kind of put it into place as far as, he just kind of put it into like perspective for me, like, you know, because he used to be in the streets when he was young. And, you know, I think of it as like, you know, that's something that helps him stay on the straight edge and something that helps him like uplift his family. So I don't see it straight as a negative thing.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. It's definitely positives and negatives, I think, for some people. But I think it's good for some people, but for me, I just can't be in there if I don't like. I'm not fully bought in. Why am I here?
Exactly. If you're not fully in it, and you know, I don't mind going to church. I could go to a temple. I could go to any of that.
I would love to go and experience other religions.
Exactly. You know, because you know sometimes there is just a feeling of like a presence of God and love and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think they are off in some points because I don't think any fucking preacher or anything should be living in castles or have jets or any of that. I don't believe that. And while they're like, they got people at their church that's struggling, you know what I'm saying? I think
it's like praying on the poor, man.
Man, exactly. I think that's where the devilish stuff and greed comes in, you know.
I know, man. And it's being a pastor or whatever, probably got to be a tough gig.
Oh, yeah, 100%. You know, nobody's perfect, man.
It's just weird, man. But
if you're good at your job, man, I believe you should get paid. I think
you should just be a good person, man. I don't think it takes common sense to be a good person. Bro, don't kill nobody. Don't steal nothing. And,
bro, at this point, you know, I think humans, we evolve enough to like, you know, when we're born, we kind of know from right from wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But I think some people do need, there's certain personalities that do need structure.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like, I don't really do good with structure. I don't do good with somebody telling me what to do, but some people need that. You know, we all know people that need, like the military is really good for some people, you know, because they need that. Otherwise, they'll drift off into.
Otherwise, them Navy SEALs, they might be going and killing off other motherfuckers.
Like, you know, so structure is really good. I think there's positives and negatives to church, man. But hopefully, hopefully we'll see some shit out of Vegas though, like coming up, you know,
without a doubt,
these next few years. You know,
I mean, there's already people out of Vegas that's outside. For sure,
I know, but you know what I mean, like I want to see somebody take over, like Wiz did Pittsburgh, or
I think the best way for people to focus on Vegas coming up is to focus on yourself. And that's even if you got to make a move or do whatever, I feel like at the end of the day, you know, your city's going to win.
Yeah.
You know
you still in contact with Dizzy?
Nah, not at all,
so
really.
much?
Nah, not at all. I honestly, after I did the show and stuff like that, and did the interview, which I appreciate and stuff. But I don't really keep.
You pulled up to the shop? I haven't been to a shop yet.
I haven't even been there, bro. Which is, you know, I should show love, but I haven't even been. I'm not even really big on clothes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I wear a white tee, Pro Club.
I feel you. I'm not a brand guy either.
Exactly.
If I'm gonna wear some shit, I'm gonna wear my own shit or LRG. I'm an LRG to death.
Really?
Yeah, it's all I really rock, bro. LRG, because that's something I grew up with. That's something that we
exactly. I know
in high school. You know, it was Air Maxes and LRG.
Yeah. And there's a few little brands like Volcom and different brands like that.
Yeah, but LRG was like me and my crew shit. You know what I'm saying? That was like our shit. You know what I mean? We had. You
remember Fly Society? That was a hard
Fly Society.
one.
It was a lot of cool shit. There's a lot of local brands coming out too, man.
Yeah.
So, but I fuck with Dizzy shit. But well, I think that's it. Anything else you want to talk about?
Let's wrap it up.
Thanks for coming, man.
All right, show love, give love. All right, man.
All right, man.